Welcome, welcome. I'm Sophia from This Junkie Forever, and today's video is going to be an update on my project Pam for 2023. As you can see, I'm in a new background, I'm in a new environment, and this is going to be my apartment going forward. You will see some changes in the background over the next few months, but right now, this is where we're at, and we're filming with natural light. So I'm going to try to go through this as quickly as possible because the sun is setting at record speed. I am a little bit late on this update. I am so sorry, but as you can see, I had to come to a completely new location, and I live very close to a highway, I guess, and there will be a lot of noise in the background. But I don't want to waste any more time because, as I said, the sun is setting at record speed. So let's get into what I've actually used up, what I've not, what's coming in. I'm going to start with the items I have actually used up, and I'm very excited to say that I have 6 items. I'm so excited. And let's start with the foundation. And the foundation that I used up is this Tarte one. What was the full name? Amazonian Clay Full Coverage Foundation. I have this in the shade Ivory, and it's like all gone. Like all gone to the very end. Like there's literally nothing coming out. I'm very excited to be finished with this. I love this. This looked great on me. But they're no longer making it this way. I think they changed the formula as well as the packaging. The next 2 items I used up are both of the Marc Jacobs highliners in Blacker. I am so excited to have these done with because they were very close to being completely dry. There's nothing really coming out anymore. I don't know if you can see, I'm turning both of them, but you can't see it. One of them has the tiniest nub left, but it doesn't actually apply anything else to my eye. But this was just a black eyeliner. It was very nice. I love these. My favorite was the shade Irony, but they don't have that anymore. So it is what it is. I'm going to be very sad, but bye guys. Continuing with Marc Jacobs, the one thing I did not expect to use up but completely did is the Marc Jacobs, what were these called? The Tantalized Dewdrops. Now, this was pretty easy to use up. I did use it on my body, my chest predominantly. I didn't like go all over my body, but it was easy to use up because it had dried out quite a lot by the time I opened it. Mind you, this was brand new when I started, like brand spanking new, and yet here we are completely used up. There's like nothing left. Amazing, but I used it up. It was nice. I didn't like the smell, by the way. Ugh, it was a very clinical smell, but I used it up. The next 2 items I used up are actually both of the Guerlain Kiss Kiss Rose lip products. They were lip balms, really. This was in the shade, what was the shade on this one? Wonder Violet. I loved this so much. This was a beautiful balm, very much what I wanted from the Clinique Black Honey. That just doesn't, the Clinique Black Honey is like a little bit too dark for me. So, but this was perfect. This was beautiful. I'm sad that they don't make this one anymore, but as you can see, I'm going to show it to you again because I'm so proud of it. Wow. I mean, I dug into this one. I don't want to dig in any further because I'm just not the kind of person who likes to apply products from like with my fingers, or a brush or a lip brush, but use that up. And the other shade I used up is the Crazy Bouquet one. Same product, Crazy Bouquet. I didn't dig this one out, but you know, I kind of went into it a tiny bit. You know what, let me see if I can swatch a tiny bit of this so you can see what it looked like. This is what that looked like. It was a more sheer red and it was perfect for the holidays. I really loved it for that. And let me show you what the violet one looked like, but I'm like surprised that I was able to use these. Like, I'm like struggling to get any of this out, and that's what the violet one looked like. These are both amazing. I really wish they still had this formula. Stunning, but I used both of them up. I actually thought that this was going to take me a year to use, but it wasn't. It didn't. It was so surprising. I can't even talk how surprised I was. Anyway, the rest of the stuff I'm going to show you usage on, and then I'm going to show you new products that I'm bringing in. The first item that I have significant progress on is this Hourglass Mineral Veil Primer. I mean, this was brand new. Maybe used only a single time before, but like I used over 2/3 of it. I really love the way this feels on the skin. It doesn't really do as much for me as I remember it doing under makeup, but it feels nice on the skin. And sometimes if I want just a little bit of blurring, but I'm not really down to wear too much heavy makeup, this is what I go for. I mean, I must be loving it because I used so much of it. Wow. Okay, I'm just surprised. But that is not the only thing I made progress on. I also made significant progress on this Urban Decay, what is the full name? Stay Naked Maniac Tinted Glow Hydrator in the shade 20NN. So when I started, I was somewhere like around this line right under the 20 or going through the 20. And now, I don't know if you can see, I'm right above there. So I went from here to here. I suspect that I will actually be done with this by the next update. Granted, the next update will be at the beginning of April, I think. I know I'm a little bit late this time, but it will be at the beginning of April, I promise. But I'm probably going to be finished with this by then. I'm just surprised and shocked, but it is what I'm wearing today, and I have been loving it. So I guess I shouldn't be too surprised or shocked. I also made quite a dent in the Fenty Beauty Matchsticks Contour Stick in the shade Amber. When I first brought it in to this project, it was almost brand new. I think I'd only used it like 1 or 2 times. So it was like way above this rim. As you can see, it is lying flush against it, and I'm going to bring it up on the like there's like significantly less. I think I used about 1/3 of this already. I am liking it. I'm not loving it because I'm not really a contouring person. It's just never been my thing, but it's nice to have it, and I have been using this quite a lot. Well, actually, I think I haven't used it in about 2 to 3 weeks because I put it aside, and I've actually been dealing with a lot of the moving here, as you can see. So as a result, I haven't used this in like 2 to 3 weeks, but even before that, I made a big enough dent for that to have happened. Of course, I didn't take any pictures of this stuff before, but what I'll do is I'll take a screen grab or like a screenshot of my video, of my intro video, and show you and put it up somewhere here so you can see. But I am just as shocked as you are. And the rest of the stuff I haven't actually made much of a dent in. So let me go into that. The first thing I want to talk about is the Guerlain Meteorites. These are the original ones in the shade 01 Claire. I used up a little bit of it, as you can't see actually. I don't think I'm actually going to finish this year. And what I did is I actually also just dumped another powder into it, just like regular loose powder, so that whenever I'm swirling it, it actually just imparts a little bit more glow while there's an actual powder in there anyway. I will keep using this. I don't think I will use it up this year though, but I'll still use it. And wow, that's harder to use than you think. If you see the lighting changing, it's because I have to stop filming every couple of minutes in order to actually just like adjust the lighting on my camera, because the sun is setting at record speed, as I said. So the next item is the ABH Master Palette by Mario. I have used this, I think, around 18 to like 22 times. Because I was moving, I missed a couple of them, but I average about that. I like it. You're not really going to see much usage on it because this is not something where I'm like just aiming to finish it. These shades are way too dark for me to use up completely. My favorites are Muse and Bronx. And the reason I love Bronx, it's not even as an all over lid eyeshadow. It's literally as like just like something to put on the outer corner or to top my eyeliner with when I do a bronzy look. This is a beautiful palette. It is too dark for me to use on a daily basis, but it is a beautiful eyeshadow palette. The formula works beautifully. I will just keep using that that phrase. But again, my only goal with this eyeshadow palette is to just use it like a couple times a week, or average out a couple times a week in any combination. You know, even one shade is usage in my opinion. Talking about eyeshadows, the next eyeshadow palette is more like a sixer, but it is still there. It is the Viseart little palette. I didn't use this as much as I used the ABH, the Mario palette. I really was loving that one, and I was really in the mood for that one. But I still use this. I even used it today, but there's something, well, for part of my look. But I think I've used this about maybe like 7 to maybe 9 times. So still used it, and again, that's my goal, to just get some usage on it. I have to say, I think this is getting really old because the shadows, the matte shadows, are not performing the way I know Viseart eyeshadows usually perform. So I guess I'll find out how this works by the end of the year. But love this one. It's really beautiful, and I will keep using it. I will also keep using and hopefully enjoying the Kevyn Aucoin Little Contour Duo. This is like a contour powder, and I think this is called a Candlelight Celestial Powder in Candlelight. Yeah, wow, I was right. Candlelight. These are like the minis, and I like to just have this in my makeup bag for if I want the highlighter more than anything else. It is a really lovely highlighter. I'm not really contouring with it because I don't contour very much, and if I do contour these days, I'm gonna use the Fenty Beauty one because that's a cream, and I'd rather do that. So this one's a bit on the back burner for now. I don't think I'll be using this up completely this year, but at least I'm using it. I also have another Marc Jacobs highliner, and this is in the shade Out of the Blue, and this is a blue, I mean like literally a blue shade. Let me show you what that looks like. It is a very bright and bold blue, more like cobalt. It is starting to dry out. It is a little bit harder to use on the eyes. If anything, I don't think it's gonna make it to summer. I was originally supposed to go to Thailand and use it, but that's not going to be happening right now. So I'm going to try to incorporate it into as many looks as I can right now, though I don't know how many looks I can incorporate cobalt blue into in the middle of winter, but I will try to do so because it is drying out. Let me show you. I mean, I don't even have to show you. I've barely used this. I think I've used it like 2 times, maximum 3 times. So I don't want to keep exposing it to air, but I guess that's what I'm going to be doing right now. And I think this is going to be like what I concentrate on over the next 2 months. Wow, there's a lot in here. Is there more? It just keeps going. Okay, that's about it, but that's quite a lot. That's a bit more than an inch, I would say. Yeah, that's a lot of product. I am going to now wind it down completely. I'm going to concentrate on using this only because, oh my gosh, do I have to push it down? Yeah, it's so dry that I actually had to push it down in order for it to keep going down. So yeah, there's definitely, it's not even attached at the base anymore. At some point it might fall out, but you know what, if I can use it maybe like 20 times between now and when that happens, that's better than nothing at all. So that's probably going to be a goal of mine. Maybe I'm just going to concentrate on using this 20 times because at least if I have a number goal, I can hit that. So that's a concentration, and I guess I have one more item that I completely forgot about, and it is the IGK First Class Charcoal Detox Dry Shampoo. I've actually been using this quite a lot and surprisingly enjoying it again. This can make my hair last without a wash for more days than I'd like to admit, but it works just in one application. So I do still have some left in there. I probably have like 2 full uses in there, somewhere around this, maybe even less. Yeah. Somewhere around here. It might not even be 2 full uses. It might just be the 1.5 uses. And then I will obviously be done with this one. But as I mentioned in my intro, I was right. I do have another one of these. So that will be the next one I'm probably going to work on. I don't know if I'm going to work on that in this project because it makes me feel a little bit like I have to. But I will at least like incorporate it into some day-to-day wear. And let's move on to the products I want to bring in. There are a lot of products I actually want to bring in, a lot more than you can imagine, but this isn't going to be my only move this year from apartment to apartment. So I really want to get rid of things that are heavy and bulky. So let's start with a primer, and that is actually going to be this Urban Decay Quick Fix Hydra Charged Complexion Prep Priming Spray. This is mostly full, I would say. Yeah, somewhere about to the top. I don't think I've used it very many times. I want to use this up. This is a very heavy bottle and I'd like to get rid of it. The next item I'm going to be bringing in is probably going to be really surprising, and it is the Makeup by Mario Surreal Skin Foundation that just launched. I love this foundation, but it is very, very light. And because it is so light, I have a limited amount of time in which I can use it and enjoy it before I get a tan. I'm not going to Thailand anymore and I'm not fake tanning right now, but that just, all that means is that literally I can use it now and maybe I can use it in January. But I would like to see if I can use most of this up because this is a very heavy glass bottle. And this isn't my only move this year, so I'd like to actually not have to take this bottle with me. I mean, it's glass. It's a very heavy glass. I could kill somebody with it. I don't want it, but still. And I've used it quite a lot. I'm like literally at this point, and this is something that launched in December, so. And I'd like to at least use it to the maybe halfway point by the next update. So that is the goal. Use it to the halfway point, to the beginning of the B right here by the next update. Since I'm talking about complexion product, I'll just include one more, and it is a setting spray, and it is brand new. It is the Cover FX High Performance Setting Spray. I literally have never used this. This is 4 ounces. It's got those balls in it, so you have to constantly shake it. But what that also means is it's like very heavy. This like bottle, you can't squeeze it if you try it. It's very heavy and very sturdy. So I don't want to carry this anywhere with me. I want to finish this before I move wherever it is that I'm moving. I do have 2 eyeliners I want to work on in addition to the blue one. One of them is this Urban Decay 24/7 Glide On eye pencil in the shade Whiskey. I love this. I am wearing it in my waterline today, and it needs to be sharpened, sure, but I can still use it before sharpening it, and I don't want to waste it. It is still very creamy, but these do get a little dry too fast for my liking, and I do like this, so I want to use this. I want to concentrate on this, but I still need a black eyeliner from time to time, especially to tightline, and what I'm going to be bringing in for that is like so old in my collection, but it used to be a favorite of mine, and it is the Bobbi Brown creamy eye pencil in the shade Jet. I've used it quite a lot to let me just open that. It's a black eyeliner, but I love this eyeliner. This is my last one. At some point I bought so many of them and then I lost this one, so I want to use this up because these were not cheap. As you can see, I'm trying to include things here that are expensive to begin with and I spent a lot of money on. So those are the 2 eyeliners I want to work on. Let's move on to lip products. There are 3 lip liners I want to work on. One of them is this Charlotte Tilbury, what are they called? Lip Cheat in Pillow Talk. This is literally like all I have left. I don't have a lot left, but it is hard for me to use this because it's not my favorite formula. So I actually want to use this up completely before the next update. And then the 2 last lip liners are actually the Kylie Cosmetics ones. They're in the shade Coco K and Bare. I can't even read the Bare anymore. So this is what I have for Bare. Bare as in like B-A-R-E, like naked, not bear as in like the animal. So I guess like if you can see, this is how much I have. I mean, I know I've seen some people compare it on like their palm. I don't know. Whatever it is, I want to finish this. So at the end of the day, all that matters is that it's out of my collection this year. Bare isn't old in my collection. It's only about a year and a half old, but it is still pulling away from the sides. What is old in my collection is the Coco K lip liner, because I bought this thing in the Coco K lip kit when the lip kit launched. Yeah. That long ago, and I like this one too. I have more of this than the other one, but I still want to use this up. This is another Bare nude shade. I don't even know if I swatch if you're gonna see anything, but I'm gonna do it anyway. This is what what Coco K looks like. I'm sure everybody knows it's like a beige brownie shade, whereas Bare is like slightly more pinky. I believe it's slightly lighter. Yeah, it's like, or maybe the reverse is true. This is Bare, this is Coco K. Either way, I want to use both of these up. And these are just the lip liners. I actually have other lip products too. So out of the lip products, or like a lip gloss product, I really want to finish using this Merit Shade Slick, my God, so small. tinted lip oil in Pink Beat. I don't have a lot of this left. I've actually already removed the stopper, as you can see, but it's harder to reach into it, and I do want to use this up completely. I want to like actually wipe it as much as possible because I really like it. That's why I really like this, and I want to just have it in here as both like an easy thing for me to finish up, but also something that I'm not putting aside because I'm like, it's almost over. Almost over isn't over, so you can't really count it as not in your collection anymore. And that is a problem of mine where I'm like, it's almost over, I have nothing left. Yes, I do. I have a lot left in there. So now let's move on to, I'm just trying to look around. There's so many lipsticks. These are not use up right now. 2 of them will be just use as much as possible, and then 3 of them will be use up this year. So it's a lot. The first one is this Chanel lipstick. What are these called? The Rouge Allure Velvet in 317 La Précieuse. I've barely used this. It is the one that where you click on the top, and it is a very red shade, very, very red. And honestly, it hasn't, the smell is not bad, but I am definitely aware of the fact that it's no longer really smelling very sweet or perfumey. Whatever it is, it's got very faint smell. I don't want it to turn to crayons, like the smell to turn to a crayon smell before I'm like, oh yeah, let me use it now. So I'm hoping to use this maybe 10 times between now and the next update. This is, I didn't swatch it. So nice of me, so inconsiderate. This is the shade. It is a blue based, pretty light red, very beautiful though. I did wear this today because I wanted to make sure that it was still like good, and it is. It wore beautifully. It was very nice. So goal is to use this 10 times between now and the next update. I don't know if I'll still be using it by the end of the year, but we'll see. The next one I'd like to concentrate on and probably use a little bit more, maybe 10 to 15 times, is this Dolce & Gabbana Sophia Loren shade that they came out with some years ago. I am wearing it on my lips today. Let me swatch it. I literally only started using it. There it is. I only started using this in December, I think. So this was brand new in my collection for many, many years. And then I realized that I'd spent a lot of money on it. I'm like, that's ridiculous. It is more of a sheeny shade. It's really beautiful and looks and feels really nice on the lips. Let me go into the, oh my gosh, I'm trying to finish before the sun sets fully. The next 3 lipsticks I want to actually finish this year are these 3. If you saw my video on products I want to use up in 2023, these were there. The first one is this Urban Decay Vice lipstick in Naked. I don't have a lot of this left, so this should not be difficult to use up. I will not be digging into it. I just want to use this because I don't think they make this formula anymore, and I've been precious with it. I've been holding on to it because it's a beautiful pinky nude, but I don't want it to go bad. I want to enjoy it. The next one is this Pat McGrath lipstick. This is in the Luxe Trance lipstick formula. I think she's already discontinued this, and it is in the shade Sextrology. And this is all I have left of that. So between this is a slightly more pinky version of the Naked by Urban Decay. So I really want to finish that this year. I don't think I'll be able to finish this by the next update, but you know, wilder things have happened. The next one is also Pat McGrath, and this is in the formula Blitz Trance, and this is in Lady Stardust. Let me show you how much I have of that. I have quite a lot of this. This is definitely going to take me the full year to use up, but I think I can do it because the Pat McGrath lipstick that I showed in my video, the one where I want to use up like 30 or 31 products I want to use up in 2023. Yeah, that thing went bad, like really bad. So I don't want that to happen to any of these lipsticks. So my goal is to use this up, but I'm fully aware that this is going to take the full year. I just want to put it in here so I can prioritize it. The next item I want to work on, and I promise you I'm almost done, is this Urban Decay Double Down Brow. Was this the Brow Box? In the shade Brow Putty in the shade Brown Sugar. And I love these, but it is a putty product, as you can see. There are two shades in there. Won't be using this up completely, but there are two shades that you can't even see it. It's like getting dark really fast. But I'm gonna get my fake lights up and you'll see it then. So this is what it looks like. I have used it. I am wearing it today. I'm wearing the lightest one right now in my brows. The deeper one I will be wearing in the summer when I have a fake tan. At that point, it looks much better than the lighter ones. Or what I will be doing with it is I will be wearing the lighter one on the first half of my brow up to the arch, and then finish off the arch, like the tail, with the darker shade. That's what I usually like to do with that. And finally, the next product I just want to use, and it is tretinoin. I have another one of these that I'm almost done with, but I can forget from time to time. And this is brand new. I have not even opened this one yet, which is good, but the expiry date is fast approaching. I know I can use it past the expiration date, but this is a full tube, and this is in 45 grams. This is 45 grams of tretinoin. So all I want to do with this one before the next update is just be able to turn this down one full, I guess, fold over, whatever. Just fold it down once so that at least I'm using it, and that way I'll remember it, because my memory with this is poor and it's not helping. Wow, so many products that I want to use up. I think I just introduced way too many products. I'm not even going to count how many, but based on how the first half of, or the first update went, I think I can get a few of these out. Looking at what I have in front of me right now, I know for a fact I will be rolling out or getting rid of, because I would have completed at least this product right here, the IGK dry shampoo, this Urban Decay foundation or skin tint, as well as the Hourglass Mineral Veil. Like, these three will be gone, and then I will have still a lot of products, but like, 3 fewer products. So the light is setting, it is gone. I am going to say goodbye, and I will see you in 2 months for this video. And hopefully I will have more products done than I even thought. But I'm not gonna hold my breath for that. But I will see you in my next video. Bye.